Hi everyone, and welcome to this art session where we're going to draw camels today for our design. And I'd love it if you wrote in and asked a few requests as we are working live on this design. So just to give a little base drawing, we're going to do a camel and then see if anyone writes in to, with some awesome ideas or creative ideas for our camels. And today is actually Valentine's Day, so let's see what you write in. Try to surprise me. Okay, so I'm just using this app called Paper Pro, and I found that it's wonderful because it has this coloring in tool, and it allows me to color everything in one go. Here we go. So that's it. And I'm now going to add in the same color, but I'm holding the pen down and creating this darker blue, which gives it that kind of really neat detail that you're not so aware of. But I think whenever I use this technique, it just looks great in a print. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're designing for a print to go on, backpacks, socks, t-shirts, wallpaper, all those sort of things. So we're keeping it very, very simple. And that's why I love Paper Pro and the filler tool. There's other tools, of course, but I've just put in a little smiley face, and now I'm adding the mane, which looks really funky with that sort of wavy edge to it. Keeping it simple every time. Don't want any fancy detail, just looking quite rough and ready. Putting on the blanket of color on the camel's back. Some stripes. I like this orange color. And then some tassels. So let's make that a different color. Yeah, a bit more yellowy, I think, or greeny. Let's see how the green looks. Yeah, that looks good. See how I'm not really too worried about the accuracy. Mistakes in a design kind of add to that fluid design, which is what we're looking for here. Because this is kind of for kids or just anyone who wants to have a gentle design to look at. Nice colors. That's what we're after, colors. Okay, I'm going to not say okay all the time. Right, we're going to put the basket on, and if anyone can write in and tell me what they want inside the basket to do with Valentine's Day or anything to do with love. I'm putting in hearts here, which I think look quite cute. Something wonderful about a camel crossing the desert with a basket full of hearts. I'm cutting it out and I'm shrinking it down so that I can fit the other camel designs on the page. I think I'm going to go for this sort of quite deep green color. And I think somebody's written in, which is awesome. YMF24 has asked for roses. Okay, so I love that. So I'll put some roses in one of the designs, one of the camels. So we're going to do 4 camels. Great idea. Of course, red roses are definitely to do with love, and so let's do that on one of these camels. I think I'm going to do another basket of hearts, and then let's do 3 baskets of hearts and 1 with roses, so that it's got that, again, that sort of organic, uneven feel to it. That's awesome. Okay. Putting a blanket on and some stripes, not making it too fancy. Now, if you're a kid watching this and you like colouring in, you can do this absolutely any way you like. You can cut out a green camel with paper, green paper, or use crayons, glue, and just do this in any fabrics, pattern fabrics, and then take a photograph of it, cut that and stick it down. Those are what we call collages. Those are always great things to do. One of my favorite things is a mood board, or where you just take all the things you see in magazines that you like. Don't even think about it. Rip it out, get your mum's permission. Rip it out and you suddenly see the things that you like, colours you like, calligraphy you might like. Those are big letters, words that you might like, cut them out. So I'm now going to do that, some detail, I think. So I'm now going to put the shadow in, because again, this is quite important in the design, only because it just makes it look a little bit more 3D rather than flat. It gives it some volume, which I think for me is something that I like in my drawings. Just gives it that feeling that there's sunlight coming in and the shadow. Love the eyes and the faces of camels. They've got beautiful eyes. I'm going to put some eyelashes in later, and of course they've got that lovely face. They always look like they're smiling. They can be spitting as well, but they do look like at least they're smiling when they spit at you. They just have this lovely gentle face, but my goodness, they're tough animals surviving the desert conditions. Okay, so I've now got the basket on, and we're going to put some more roses in. So I probably should have put, actually I'm putting hearts in, but I should have put roses in because it looks like the camel's smelling the flowers. But let's stick to the hearts, because I think that's a nice shape, nice solid image. That really works for me. Oops, I nearly forgot the mane. Let's put it in. I'm going to cut this out, shrink it down, and make some room for another camel. Down she goes. There's something really lovely about these colors and these solid shapes. And when you see the final image, you'll see that it's just very natural, the way these fun figures of camels, how they work together. And it's not planned that way, which I think is what makes these designs really, really work. Basically, it's not done by a computer. I love camels' feet. They make no sense when you're drawing them, and those narrow legs with these knobbly knees. But it makes them so efficient, those flat, funny shaped feet on the sand. And those long skinny necks and happy faces. I think when you're drawing, always remember that there's a story behind the drawing, so it's okay to almost talk to yourself while you're doing your illustrations. So this green blanket, I've done it on purpose to almost bounce off the red. That's going to give us a really awesome pattern when we put all these camels together. Now I'm only doing 4. You can see I'm putting the shade in. It's very subtle. I'm only doing 4 camels, and then I'm going to flip them using my app called Procreate. it's got this wonderful button where I can change the direction the camels are looking in, and that will make the patterns more interesting. But you can do that with paper and pen. You just trace it and then draw it the other way around. Okay, I'm having problems with this leg, so there we go. Sweet, it worked. Very happy. Yep, we got our shadow, our camel looking like it's running, trotting happily. And it's different to the other three. That is important. You want variety. So I think on this one we're going to do the roses because we haven't done the roses yet, and we've had our request. I love this color purple. Tassels. Can't get enough tassels, to be quite honest. Mustn't forget to put the mane on. Just taking away some of that chin. It didn't work for me. Camels do have quite big heads, but they've got these long necks. There we go. Color. Can't decide. Yellow. Will that even show up? Let's give it a go. Yep. You know, a lot of the time I don't know what color is going to work. The trick is just to put it down, give it a go. Yeah. I like that bright blue. Sky blue. Lovely. I like that. You kind of get that fluorescent effect of the blue against the red. You got that whole primary color thing going on. Okay, what am I doing here? Right. Yeah, so that's a more bluey black. I didn't want all the baskets to be the same because I wanted it to be slightly different every time. So we've got our roses. I quite like the almost looking like hearts. I'm just going to put in little details to make it look a little more like roses, but not too realistic. We don't want it. We want it rough. Okay, I should probably put some petals in there. Let's get the right green. I'm not sure about that one. It's a little bit too pale. I think we're going to need some dark green leaves. Yeah, let's get it much darker. Okay. Isn't that amazing how when you just mess around a bit, that suddenly that light green really works. You got your different layers. Yeah, I'm very happy with my camels now. Right, well, we've got our 3 camels, and I will call it a day. I'll quickly do the 4th camel, pop these designs on, and hopefully see you at the next art session where you learn about design. All the best. Bye.